Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
I would wish that people would just stop thinking that Deshaun needs to be like the 2020 version of himself. In my honest opinion, he's never coming back. We all know this. It's all inevitable. I think we're putting that as his measuring stick because of the contract and because he did ball out that year individually, but the team was like, what, 4-13? They were abysmal, so they had to change it to a pass first offense. That's why he had that stat line. We're not asking him to pass for this amount of numbers. They're asking him to be the difference in the game, extend plays, be able to scramble, run, keep us in the game where we're winning games and we're successful.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. Ashley, that's kind of an important part of. They were 4-12. The reason he threw for 5,000 yards is they had to come from behind. They were throwing the ball because they needed to. Didn't have a great offensive line. Didn't have a really good running attack. So there are reasons for all of that. Bottom line is what you want. You want teams to feel that when Deshaun Watson and the Browns have the ball late in the game, oh, we're in trouble. Kind of the way Browns fans feel when it's Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow. That's all you want. You want the team to feel like we got the ball. We got a really good quarterback. We're going to score and win the game.
Yeah, and again, I mean, I think you think about the basic fundamentals that they need out of Deshaun too, right? Like you don't want him throwing or the ball away. You don't want him taking unnecessary sacks. But I think this all goes back to the point, like this is, I think, the best supporting cast that Deshaun Watson has had around him throughout his career. I mean, basically he's had that ever since he got to Cleveland, I think. So with all of those other things around him working, that's where it kind of goes back to my original idea of this team really just needs him to be serviceable in order to make the playoffs. But again, I think we've kind of laid it out here. That's not the main goal for this team anymore. I think they need to make a substantial playoff run. That is the next step for them. So, yeah, I think it's a mixture of both, right? Like I don't know that you can get him to replicate those 2020 numbers exactly, but I do think you're going to need him to be at the best he's been since he got to Cleveland now, entering his third season here.